Hey friends, it's Kokokomonio, and this is what you missed in Lair of Maarselok from the Elder Scrolls Online. This is the full story video, but I have also made a TLDR short summary video if you just want a quick summary of what you missed. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe so you don't miss out my other summary and story videos. Here is the full story of Lair of Maarselok.
Selene might have been less difficult if you hadn't chosen to make her the subject of your research.
Her that the dragon is a greater enemy than Carindon.
Is there a reason you are standing here expectantly?
Poor creature. But, ugh, that stench! Why must this dragon's blight smell so bad?
Dragon Blight?
A dragon, Maarselok, has made its lair on the other side of this mountain. I don't know why, but its presence is corrupting the wilderness in this valley, and it's creeping farther with every passing day. Soon, it'll reach the green.
How do you plan to deal with the Blight?
I have King Camoran's blessing to petition the nature spirit Selene to help us protect Valenwood from Maarselok's poison. It's a gamble, but it's all we've got. Even that might not be enough. I don't suppose you're the betting type.
If you're asking for help, I'm willing.
Selene is in Carindon's study, a cave down this path. Not far, but the Blight has the wildlife on edge. Even the ones who aren't sick are terrified and ready to attack anything that comes near. If you could clear a safe path for us, I'd be grateful.
I'd like to know more about you all. First, who are you?
I'm Alanwen. You could call me something of a mediator. I proposed this plan to the king. Despite what Carindon's done, I believe I can convince Selene to ally with us against Maarselok.
He killed her and trapped her soul. I was there.
You were on that expedition, then? I'm all too aware of Carindon's actions, but the fact of the matter is we need them both. They'll have to put aside their differences, or Maarselok will corrupt them along with this valley. Even Carindon sees that.
And your fellow Wood Elf, how does he fit in here?
Gadnalon represents Elden Root. I have the king's blessing, but he's the one with the authority to speak for our kingdom. It took more leverage to persuade Carindon than I could have negotiated on my own. Altruism isn't in his vocabulary.
Why do you believe the dragon is the source of the Blight?
When the dragon arrived, his words boomed through the valley, and the wilds around his roost started to take on an unnatural aspect. I don't know why Maarselok is twisting the land, but I have no doubt he's the cause.
What do you know about the Blight?
Only that it affects the flora and fauna alike, poisoning and twisting them. If they're lucky, they die. I'm hoping Selene can fight back against the Blight. Otherwise, we might not even make it to Maarselok at all.
If your plan is such a gamble, why not try something less risky?
Like sending an army to kill the dragon? Elden Root tried that. No one's seen them since. Quite a loss for a safe bet. All the king had to risk on my plan was Gadnalon. Not that mediating between Carindon and Selene isn't a health hazard.
What if Selene doesn't cooperate?
Then I'll need a new plan. I don't see the lot of us defeating Maarselok without her. Keep your fingers, toes, tails, and eyes crossed.
I'm not so sure I feel honored by this current assignment. First, it involves a dragon, so death. Next, it involves Selene, so again, death. Finally, it involves Carindon, so unrelenting annoyance. I can't decide which is worse.
You sound like you don't agree with this plan.
A dragon threatens Valenwood, and Alanwen suggests we kill it with a nature spirit who loves being a giant spider. I'll be surprised if anything here survives the aftermath. And then there's Carindon.
So, you have a better idea then?
Me? Not yet. The last plan ended in disaster. Our entire attack force never returned. King Camoran feared losing more soldiers, and thus... we're here. Lucky me. By lucky, I mean bad luck.
What skills do you bring to this situation?
Aside from convincing Carindon to help, I'm asking myself that same question. This situation is so questionable, maybe I'm here to bother asking. For example, why is this dragon blighting the land? Surely it's not for the smell?
Do you have any ideas why?
Well, there's an awful lot of places Maarselok could have chosen, yet he's picked this quiet little valley with nothing of note. Except an ancient nature spirit helplessly bound by a myopic mage. Worth chewing while we carry out this crazy plan.
Is there a reason you are standing here expectantly?
I joined your expedition in Malabar Tor to find Selene.
Then I no doubt compensated you and concluded our business already. I am in no need of further services or distractions.
Alanwen thought otherwise.
Very well. You at least have proven capable. I will need that if she expects us to coerce Selene into doing her bidding. The Changeling is not a creature of reason.
This won't be like last time. You won't use either of us again.
It seems you were affected by Selene's insidious domination. You appear to have forgotten the reckless abandon with which her enthralled servants attacked our expedition, unprovoked. I was willing to bargain before she murdered my subordinates.
We defeated Selene. Is she really a match for Maarselok?
The Wood Elves would like to believe so. I have not yet discovered everything the Changeling is capable of, but I doubt she can defeat the dragon alone. They must admit that as well by enlisting you. With my power, we may stand a chance.
How will you help?
I am 2 steps removed from the Archmage of the Mages Guild. If you can't comprehend what that means, I won't waste my breath on the explanation. We've wasted enough time. My study is that way. Let's be off.
Well, is this homey?
High elf living in a cave. I can see why you required so much compensation.
I am not some Crystal Tower sorcerer. I go where my research requires. This is the ideal environment to study Selene. That and your contribution are the only reason I'm still here. My study is just through these ruins. You will find Selene there.
see you've brought more torturers to dissect me, Warlock.
Sense bargain. We're not torturers. I've come to restore the balance here.
Am I to understand you're a follower of Zen? Return my freedom, and I will right the wrongs done here.
Unbind her, Carindon.
Unwise. I shall loosen my hold only.
Now for payment in kind. It's my turn to study your insides, Warlock.
I warned you of her duplicity.
Selene, no! Don't let her kill Carindon. We need them both.
You're next, Warlock! I relent!
See what you wish to bargain with? She must remain bound.
Can you two please take your hands off each other's throats long enough to see there is a bloody dragon turning this place into a fetid latrine?
I concede your point. This dragon blight is a threat to you, Selene. You will not overcome it without me.
I'll need to draw on more than you to oppose Maarselok. You Bosmer must be my connection to the Green.
Whatever you need, Selene. We'll support you.
If you attempt to enthrall them, I won't hesitate to bind you and find a less bothersome place to study you.
Now what has Alan signed me up for? I'm not sure what Selene means by draw on me, but I hope it doesn't involve giant spider fangs. At least, she asked first.
I hope that dispelled any doubts you had that Selene is not to be trusted. Remain on your guard. If she worms her way into the Bosmer's minds, they'll turn on us the first chance they get.
You think she's going to turn Alanwin and Gadnalon against us?
Drawing upon their power is only a pretense. I have no doubt her goal is to mesmerize them and force me to fully release her bindings. Maintaining my hold will be taxing, but I will not let my guard down for a moment.
Wouldn't releasing her be easier for everyone?
Are you mad? Keeping her on a taut leash is the only defense we have against her insidious influence. If freed, she'd simply return to dominating others. It's her nature, her instinct.
So you control her because she can control others?
That's one reason. Another is that studying her allows me to make great strides in the advancement of civilization. Her essence alone is... Oh, you're implying that I'm a hypocrite. Spare me your judgment.
I can't say I'm surprised Selene tried to take a swipe at Carindon. Thank you for keeping the peace.
How confident are you that Selene will keep her vow?
An agreement struck in Zen's name is not broken lightly. She's a creature of the Green, first and foremost. If she hadn't been captured by Carindon, I'm certain Selene would already be fighting against Maarselok's corruption.
Why is Zen significant?
Zen's a god of the Green. His chief virtue is fairness. Honest work, honest reward, proportionate to the deed. Anyone who calls the Green home knows a deal struck in his name is one that must be kept. She'll keep her word.
Carindon's attack dogs. Twice now you've made me his prisoner.
Both times you attacked unprovoked.
Unprovoked! Unprovoked! That Oathbreaker invades my domain and takes me captive for his depraved experiments, and you say I am unprovoked? If I still had the strength to tear your throat out, I would!
You're suggesting Carindon broke an agreement with you.
Vonus Galerian agreed to keep his Mages Guild out of my domain, but that did not stop a rotten soul like Carindon from seeking me out and making me his slave. He isn't here to help you, only to protect his spoils.
Alanwen believes we need Carindon to succeed.
Then she is a fool! He'll use her as he uses everyone. Only she'll be spared the degradation that elf has put me through.
You mean his experiments?
His every thought is of what new depravities he can subject me to. I live with his cold eyes boring into me as deeply as his instruments. I am not the monster here!
I didn't know that. I'm sorry. You'll have your freedom after we deal with Maarselok.
I won't be free as long as Carindon lives. Look! Maarselok!
Another rare specimen.
Is there nothing you won't objectify?
Taking you apart has taught me how to put you back together. You'll be grateful for that, as the dragon's blight rots you from within.
Save it for the dragon! Keep moving!
This would be simpler if my physical form were restored. I could have easily woven a web to snare that dragon.
I thought you were a nature spirit.
A broad term, vague and useless. I am a changeling. I am the pure essence of the green, and I may take any shape within it.
But you prefer the form of a spider.
Anyone would, if they knew what it was like. They are blessed with perfection by Shagroth. It's only fitting that her High Priestess embody that perfection.
Shagroth?
The goddess of spiders. You are too far removed from the green and the birth of the world to know her name, but her blessed creatures thrive within it.
Well, now we've seen the threat that's upon us.
Do you know much about dragons?
I prefer working with live specimens, or near enough. Dragons were nothing more than old bones and tall tales, until their recent re-emergence. So no, I have nothing to offer. Though capturing Maarselok alive would offer ample opportunity for study.
Yep, death. On wings. Now I'm questioning my sanity, among other things.
Like what?
Why Alanwen is so cozy with Selene, for one. All that Zen business felt like there was a lot being left unsaid. I'm not siding with Carindon, Ifri knows, but I don't exactly trust Selene either.
You think Alanwen is in league with Selene?
No. I just get the impression she knows something we don't. If she is up to no good, though, get me out of here alive, would you?
So that's Dragon. Oh, he's large. We have our work cut out for us. I pray to Zen we don't toil in futility.
Having doubts about this plan?
I told you, it's a gamble. There's a good chance none of us will walk away from this. If we go bust, we do it together. That sounded more reassuring in my head.
She's awake. I wondered how long it would take before you showed yourself, changeling. Shall we dance?
Maarselok, you'll pay for defiling this place. Unbind me, Warlock!
And you brought an audience. How fun.
Kill this abomination, and I'll choke Maarselok on his own corruption!
Playing with us!
Good. Underestimating us will be his undoing.
Unleash me, and he won't be laughing much longer.
I'll give you only the slack you need, Hound. No more. Now sniff out the dragon before he escapes us.
Hound! If that warlock believes he's tamed me, he's greatly mistaken. Be wary. Maarselok is leading us further into his blight. He hopes to weaken us.
Don't be fooled by the dragon's playful bravado. He's tasted our power and found it a bitter poison. We must press our advantage while Maarselok is still off guard.
Sense price! Maarselok's tough. We've got to take him out of the air to stand any real chance of hurting him. Keep helping Selene. If anyone can ground him, it will be her.
That went better than expected. Of course, I expected being ground to mush between a dragon's teeth, so that's not much of a measure. Good work, though. I got winded just watching you. Or maybe that was Selene's magic.
I can feel it. Everywhere. Seeping into everything.
Stop fighting my control, and I can more easily shield you from its influence.
One toxic influence for another. There. That writhing mass is the source of the cancer in this cavern. It must be purged.
Leave it. Its proximity is already beginning to taint you.
Destroying it weakens Maarselok's hold.
We're destroying it! Help Selene however you can!
It's done.
Selene! Are you alright?
As I said, we should be conserving our energy.
Ignore him. I feel better already. This horrid blight. Why? Dragons aren't of this world. No natural creature would twist the land this way. We have to kill Maarselok. We must!
Are you all right?
I'm fine. I only want to put an end to this. If you want to help, continue cutting out Maarselok's cancer.
Playing right into the dragon's hand. I expected more from Selene, but her baser instincts drive her. She may seem like a mer, but that is a facade to draw you into her web. Don't forget that.
Ifri's bones. I'm feeling green as the green. Like I killed a bottle of overripe rotmeth last night. Selene's not looking too good either. Even Carindon looks sour. Then again, he always does. Hope it's not the blight setting in.
It's taking a lot out of her. I can feel it. Selene's going to need a lot from all of us before this battle is done.
There you are, my pet. I feared you lost interest.
I am no one's pet.
No, nor the elf's plaything. But you could be so much more.
You'll pay dearly for all of this, dragon!
Go! Protect Selene! We'll give her everything we have.
I've had enough of you insects.
You won't escape! I'll hunt you to the ends of the world!
I think we really hurt him. This crazy plan might actually work.
Your confidence is heartening. We've driven Maarselok back to his lair, but the battle will not be finished until the dragon is dead or ensnared.
He deserves the worst you can do, Warlock, but I won't give you the satisfaction.
We're cleansing all of this corruption. That includes its source.
They can tug and tear all they like. I will not submit to elf, dragon, or man.
What do you mean?
I'm caught between two wolves trying to pry me from each other's jaws. The sooner we end Maarselok's miserable life, the sooner I'll be free of them.
If Selene devoted half the effort she wastes tugging at my control to fighting Maarselok, we would not be chasing him through his overripe garden.
Are you having trouble keeping control?
The dragon's grip on her grows tighter with every passing moment. Warding it off takes considerable effort, and the more she struggles against me, the harder that is. Her prod could very well cost us.
Don't worry about me. You're holding up? We've come out ahead on this gamble twice now. Third time's a charm.
So, we've earned a breather, right? Probably don't want to breathe too deep here anyway.
Enough running, coward!
Oh yes, welcome to my web, Spider Witch. I'll make you feel quite at home.
He's much stronger here. He's trying to wrest control of Selene.
Hurry! Finish this before Maarselok corrupts anyone else.
Use my glyphs to purge the blight, just like
If you
before!
won't submit willingly, I'll just have to bend your knees for you.
And we're all alive. Somehow. You all really pulled through for us. Even you, Carindon.
Did I not agree to lend you Selene's aid? I expect payment from your king, promptly.
You don't speak for me, Oathbreaker. Your promises aren't worth the air you waste speaking them.
Hey, hey! Let's not sour our victory.
Whew. Glad that's over. Not sure I could have taken much more of Selene sucking the life out of me. I mean, I let her, but I was sure I was going to die during that last bout.
A pity you could not incapacitate the dragon. No matter what the Wood Elves think, Maarselok would have been an invaluable asset for the advancement of civilization.
I've done as you asked. By Zen, I expect my freedom.
Thanks for your help.
I don't want your thanks. I want my freedom. You are welcome. We persevered despite the Warlock's meddling.
What will you do with your freedom?
Scour this blight from the land and return to my web. It will be difficult, but as I regain strength, this valley will flourish again.
You won't go after Carindon?
He should pay, but it won't be me who delivers justice to Carindon. I don't have the strength left to oppose him. I will watch and wait. If he comes for me again, I will be ready.
What did you mean when you said, despite Carindon's meddling before?
His constant stranglehold sapping the life out of me. This would have been far easier if I wasn't diminished so. You would have been wiser to let me kill him.
Do you know why Maarselok was so interested in you?
He must have believed I could help him shape the world with my powers. Dragons seek only to dominate. Many corrupt with fear and promises of power. Maarselok chose to mold the world to his liking. Depraved, even by dragon standards.
I confess, I didn't think our luck would hold there in the end. But Zen was watching over us today. You too. I don't believe this plan could have been successful without you.
Thank you.
Here, this was a gift from King Camoran. It's yours now. Payment in kind, with some gratitude on the house.
You've got what you wanted! Honor the pact and release me!
The Wood Elves made that foolish bargain. I never agreed to it.
Liar! I'll kill you!
Again, you prove yourself too dangerous to let roam. Perhaps when you're tamed.
Carindon, no! I won't let you break our agreement.
Let her go, you cad! Run, Selene! Run!
Ugh, weak-willed fools! She's made you her puppets! Let me go!
You aren't going anywhere, Carindon. The Archmage wants a word with you.
Can't say I'm surprised that Carindon tried to renege on our agreement. I knew the moment I met him that he's the type who doesn't do anything that isn't for his own benefit. I guess Alanwin was prepared for that. Wish she'd clued me in sooner.
Did Elden Root send you here to free Selene?
Not expressly. They sent me here to negotiate. To be honest, Selene scares the dirt out of me. But she defended the green, and that's what matters to me. I do enjoy sticking it to Carindon, but that's just an unexpected bonus.
What will you do now?
Leave this place behind as fast as my feet will take me. The king will want my report about this mission and the fate of the soldiers he sent on before us. I think he'll forgive us for not honoring the Green Pact under the circumstances.
Don't listen to them. Selene has them in her thrall. Free me. There's still time to rectify this. I'll make it worth your while.
You were lying in Selene's web, and you're lying now.
Fine, don't trust me. My motives don't change the fact that Selene is dangerous. What's to be gained by subjecting me to censure? A monster on the loose, the study of magic set back decades, an offered reward lost. What harm have I done?
You killed and enslaved Selene and risked all our lives.
You were saving Valenwood from a corrupting influence, just like you did here, and I gave you a commensurate reward. Damn you all! She never would have overpowered me if I held back more from the struggle with Maarselok.
You were holding back?
Only a fool would exhaust their power while a threat still looms. I should have let Maarselok take her, and let you all wear each other down. I could have taken control of the situation before it slipped out of my hands.
Once an Oathbreaker, always an Oathbreaker. Zen, have mercy on Carindon, because the Mages Guild will not.
What do you mean?
There's a reason Carindon's been living out here in the wilds instead of taking his prized changeling back to the Guild for study. He violated an accord between the Guild and Selene when he invaded her territory and took her captive.
Was this all part of the plan, then?
Well, you showing up wasn't expected, but everything else went about as predicted. Had Carindon kept his bargain and agreed to some restitution, Zen might have offered his mercy, but as it stands, he's got a considerable debt to repay.
What's going to happen to Carindon?
He'll be tied like a hog and unceremoniously dumped on a guild hall floor. I don't know what the Archmage has planned for Carindon after that, but I hear he's an imaginative sort.
And Selene?
Left alone, as was promised. Though I'll ask King Camoran to send some wardens out here to help cleanse the Blight. Regardless, I'm confident Selene will restore the valley whether we assist her or not. Who knows? Maybe we'll be allies from now on.
And that was the full story of Lair of Maarselok. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and share it with your friends and guildmates. You should also check out my other summary and story videos. Thank you to my friends Blue Creature, Frowsy, and Joe Fry for running this dungeon with me. This is Coco Camonio wishing you a good game.